Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Back with another monthly favourites, and I'm going to do a face full of my favourite products. I can show them to you in action. So I'm going to start off with this foundation, and I got sent this very recently by MAC, and it's the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. So I colour matched myself. They were like, if you want to colour match yourself, we'll send it out to you. So I spent ages looking at swatches online, and I ended up picking NC15 and NC18. 18 is a little bit warm for me, so I'm going to give that to one of my pals, but this is the perfect shade. So when I first got this, I was saying to people on my Instagram, I was like, so am I the last person? Like, has everybody else tried this? I feel like I'm the last person. It turns out I actually am the last person to have tried this, because back in the day, when I first started blogging and like YouTube beauty gurus were a thing, Studio Sculpt, the one that was in the plastic tube, was the foundation of choice. And I remember going to MAC in Brent Thomas and getting colour matched. I got colour matched to NC15, perfect shade, but just the finish of it was just so heavy. It just was not the right foundation for my skin type. I just got it because everybody else on the internet was using it, was raving about it, and it was the type of foundation that if you did this, that it would like come off on your finger, there was that much applied. Now I know that that's probably just to do with me, but I just didn't like the finish of this. So I kind of just have never really tried MAC foundations. I don't think I have, like, over the years. There's just been other ones that kind of kept me going. So when they sent this, I was like, sure, give it a go anyway. I just love it. It is the perfect finish for, you're probably going to be watching this going, yeah, we know. But anyway, for those of you who mightn't have tried it, it's that perfect skin-like finish. Like, it's not dewy, it's not matte. It has like almost a satin finish to it. And what I really like about this is it comes in 67 shades. That's brilliant. So there's like so many different undertones. So I would recommend, when it comes to searching for your shade, is to go online, have a look at swatches, Google if you can, blog posts. There are people that have swatches online, and as well look up different swatches, because swatches can look different on like people's faces or people's hands. So if you can kind of find somebody who is the same colouring as you, then you're going to have like a bit more of an idea as to what this will look like on your skin. But this is very enjoyable. It feels like nothing on my skin. It's so lightweight, and I love the coverage that it gives. So many people on Instagram are saying, oh yeah, it was my go-to foundation for years, and I just feel like I missed out. So anyway, it's only been like, what, 10, 12 years later, I love it too, okay? Why did nobody tell me that it was that good? I actually blame all y'all. I'm going to use my favourite still, the concealer, the, what's it called, Lancome Teint Idole Teint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. I spoke about that in last month's videos. There is just nothing else that I found that can compare to it. Gorgeous concealer, perfect for more mature skin types because it doesn't sit in crevices. I just like to pat it into the skin, and it will just brighten up that under eye area perfectly. And you know what, I'm going to bring it just over the eyelid as well, and you can see how it counteracts the discoloration. I always think that I look really funny when I do that with my eyes and my eyelids. Just makes me look like a pancake. It's nearly Pancake Tuesday, lads. Oh, very excited. But just that concealer is just so good. Doesn't set in fine lines, doesn't cake, it doesn't look dry or anything on my under eye area. It is perfection, and I've used it all over my face as well in the past. Now the next product that is my favourite is a blush. I was going through my stash recently and I found this blush, that Bare Minerals scent, and it is the Gen Nude powder blush in That Peach though. Kind of washes it out a little bit. There, that's the true colour. It's a really nice kind of neutrally peachy shade, not too bright, not too dark, but I'll show you what it's like on the skin now. So just using an angle brush. This is the Sarah Curie contour brush. So I like to use an angle brush, and then I'll bring it kind of high up on my cheeks, and I think it adds the perfect wash of colour on the cheeks. I'm going to apply too much, I'm aware. So yeah, I kind of keep it quite high. That's what all the kids are doing right now, is keeping the blush high at the moment. I had to just change the camera setting. So because it has quite a neutrally undertone, I like to bring this across my forehead. So instead of a bronzer that I would usually do, it just kind of gives the illusion of being caught by the sun when it's been storming like a mofo recently. And then I like to just dust it across my nose again, as if you've been caught by the sun. But I think that adds just a really nice subtle wash of warmth to the cheeks. But I'm not finished there. So when I found this, I was like, well, that's very nice. And the first time I tried that, I wore it on its own. And then the next time I found this, can't remember if I mentioned this in my last month's video, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's the Catrice Cheek Lover Oil Infused Blush in the shade 010 Blooming Hibiscus. There, that's the true colour there. This is stunning. You can absolutely wear these on their own. You don't have to wear them together. I'm just being extra judgy. Same brush, but you see this has like a nice little bit of sheen to it. So I just bring that over the top there, and it's just got that perfect. If you don't want to wear a highlight, this is really subtle, but it's really effective on the skin too, I think. That is the blush done. Please take the blush away from me. Again, as per usual, if you've applied too much blush, just bring your foundation brush over the edges, just to kind of soften everything. You don't need to like touch where you actually put the colour, it's just the edges. So if you did want to go in with the highlight on top of that, you could, but I just really like the sheen. What I'm going to do next is just do my brows off camera. Usual benefit, precisely my brow. Okay, in terms of eyes, I've kept it so simple this month. So if I'm not using the Sultry Stories palette from Sculpted, which I had in my last month's video, I'm using this from Up Cosmetics. And so this is Quad 1, and I'm using this shade all over the lid. I think it's the perfect transition shade. It's the perfect wash of colour all over the lid shade. I always like start in the crease and then bring it all over the eyelid. But this just defines the eyes really nicely, because we're gonna use a product, we're gonna kind of smokify this a little bit. You'll see now in a second. So I'm given, like you can see, I'm just been so haphazard with this. I have like the compact here and I'm looking down, but then because I put it eyes, I will look forward to make sure you can see this shade here. Because otherwise if I keep it too low and I open the eyes, you won't see anything. The joys of hooded eyes. I'm just going to bring a little bit under the lower lashes, but we'll fix that again in a second. So just going to do the other eye really quickly. I had a girl message me a couple of months ago asking if I had Botox, because she was like, your forehead looks really smooth, and I was like, no, I do not, but thanks. I got Botox one time back when I was 40 or 41 maybe, I'm not sure. I have a blog post on it that I leave linked below, but I just remember at the time, see, I think for like the quote-unquote normal person where they don't film makeup for a job, it's grand. But for me, I found that I wasn't able to do this to like raise my brow to blend. So what you couldn't see when I was filming, because I would cut it out of frame if I was like doing it for Instagram, it's like I'd have to like pull my eyebrow up so that I could do this. Good times. But you know what? If and when I need Botox again, I'll be all for that. I got it basically for my 11s at the time, because my forehead's quite smooth anyway. But no, I do not have Botox, and I'll let you know if I do. Because I think if I was talking about skincare and I had Botox, I just think that would be disingenuous. I would need to let you know anyway. But anyway, if I do get it again, I've only had it once. It wore off after like 6 months or so maybe. Loved it, thought it was great. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. No, I don't think I need it. But if you want it, go for it. Okay, the next product that I want to show you is going to amp up this look really easily. And it's the Hildun Beauty, what's it called now? Silk to Set Kajal Eyeliner in the shade Chocolate. Okay, so just full disclosure, I did the product photography for them for their website, their Instagram, and when it launched I bought the whole set myself, because like I still have the ones that they sent, but I was like, just in case if I ever have to do any more photos, I have the products there. So I bought, they have a brown one, they have a black one, and then they have Wing It Smoke It. It's like a dual ended brush, so you have like a little smudger end, hold on, a little smudger end here and an angled brush end on that side. So what I like to do with this is, it's probably going to go wrong because I'm doing it on camera, is I'm just going to add definition to the upper eyelid. So you'll see how creamy this is. So I'm starting on the outside and kind of just using tiny little strokes to bring it in to just halfway across my eye. So I'm going to use the angled part of the brush to then bring the liner in and out and kind of smudge it. I kind of, to be honest, I end up using both sides of the brush just to smudge everything out, because I love the whole soft glam look that this gives. Just smudges really nicely and has that perfect level of creaminess that it moves, but it's not like too slippy. It's just really creamy. So then what you can do is use the angled part and just pull it up ever so slightly. To me that's the perfect amount, because I like when the outside of my eye is darker. I'm going to try and do the same on the other side now. Starting on the outside and bringing it in creating like a little wedge shape on the outer corner. This liner is stunning. So I've worn it a few times over on my Instagram, where I've worn it on the waterline, on the tight line, and just, I think brown liner just enhances, like anybody that has like, I suppose all eye colours, but I have green eyes and it just enhanced it like a little bit more, I think. This liner is absolutely beautiful and it sits perfectly on the waterline. What I like to do is, well, I do it. I'm going to do it. So I'm going to show you what it's like on the waterline. See that it's really creamy and pigmented. So a little trick is, if you are not a fan of tight lining, which is lining your upper waterline, what you can do for like a softer effect is apply it on your lower waterline and then wink and it transfers a bit up to your upper waterline. So again, when I'm applying this, I like to smudge it into the lower lashes and apply just like a little bit more up here, and then use the smudger end again to soften everything out, lads. It's just, these just blend like a dream. Again, you can see that I like to focus the liner on the outer part of the eyes. So you can see that I don't bring the liner all the way in. You can, you absolutely can. This is just the look that I am going for today. Then what I like to do is go back in with the same eyeshadow that I applied on my eyelid, is this one, and just bring it over the top. It kind of softens it a little bit, still keeps the smokiness, and bring it underneath too. I just think when it comes to soft glam, you don't need to go too heavy handed. Like that was a two product, like an eyeshadow, a liner, and now I'm going to apply my mascara. So I'm going to use this one from Maybelline. This arrived there recently. I actually really like it. So it's the Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara, but it has like a regular kind of bristle brush, a slight bend to the wand, but it gives lots of curl, and I like that with a look like this because I think it helps to kind of enhance the liner that you've done. I really like the formula of this. I like the brush. So far the formula, I've only used it like a few times now, but I really like it. Usually when it comes to me mascaras, I can tell immediately if I'm going to like something or not. If I don't like something, I'll kind of get annoyed, but then I will give it another shot. I'm doing that with another mascara at the moment, but it's testing my patience. This just gives that perfect level of like wispiness and volume. Like look at that, I've only just done the top lashes. Can you see the difference? Using the curved part of the brush to add mascara to the lower lashes, and then the tip to just get those outer corners. Because again, when doing a look like this, I will, yes, I'll put mascara here, but I'll focus the majority of it on the outer part of the eye. Okay, we are done. Oh my god, I love my eyes so much. Okay, it's time for the lips. Just whatever's left of my foundation brush, I'll just bring that down. So I'm going to use the Sculpted Undressed Lip Duo in the shade Naked. So if you haven't seen these before, there's a liner on one side or on one end, and then there is the lipstick on the other. So it's just handy now that we're out and about that bit more. We're going to be carrying stuff in our handbags. This is now a 2-for-1 jobby. You don't feel like you're carrying two things at once. So just going to line really quickly. You can see the formula of this is really creamy. It's really nice. Then we do the lipstick. And that's the look there. So I feel like the eyes have now balanced the amount of blush that I've applied. Let me show it to you up close. Those are my makeup favourites for the last month. I feel like February went by so fast, so fast. And like we're nearly in March. This is great. Spring, going to be able to like be out in the garden, and I will have, actually now that it is coming into spring, going to have kind of more lifestyle type of videos on here instead of just beauty. So I'm thinking I'm going to have like a little bit of like the jardin bits, because I'm going to be sowing a lot of seeds and planting bulbs and like growing vegetables. I can't wait. So I just want to like share that with you, because I feel like I talk a lot of beauty, so beauty on here, on Instagram and on the blog, which is going to be coming back soon. And then I do have another project that's launching very soon that has taken up a lot of my brain juice, a lot of my time. So yeah, it's full on, but I'm loving it. I will leave everything that I've used here in the video and mentioned linked below in the description box. So if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. And I'll see you on my next video. Okay, bye!